10. I got a 10. Okay, Milwaukee sent us a couple wrench sets to try out, and good news, we're going to hold a contest, and 3 of the winners will be getting their own set of either metric or imperial wrenches, or like we like to say, American wrenches or rest of the world wrenches. Red for America, and black for these easy numbers, 19, 20, 21. Gary, where's my half-inch? All right, welcome to Canada. We are not allowed to give anything away, but we are allowed to hold contests. So if you want a chance to win a set of wrenches, just follow the link down below and follow the simple instructions to enter the contest. It just keeps it a little bit more organized for us because we will be doing this monthly now. We hit our Patreon goal, and we're gonna do what we said and start doing giveaways. But to keep the confusion out, just follow the instructions down below. So I've said it before where Milwaukee seems to be thinking as the end user. All the wrench holders that I've had before waste a lot of space in the drawer by doing it on an angle, but here you can get the full 15-piece metric and standard side by side in the same drawer. There's a few key differences with these wrenches that Milwaukee is really proud of. One is the I-beam design that's nice and wide so it doesn't dig into your hands when you're really reefing on it. And 2 is the little grooves in the teeth that actually grab the nut and bolt much better than a straight shank. Also, the corners of the wrenches you can see are actually rounded, and what that does is instead of just grabbing on the very edge of the nuts and bolts and putting all the leverage right on that little shank, it puts all the leverage in the flat. It'd be nice if I worked on shiny new bolts all the time where that wouldn't really be an issue, but being in the Rust Belt, a 10 millimeter becomes a 9.5 millimeter, and they're not clean. They're always covered in rust and oil. And I found that these do actually grab really nicely. So nice actually that when you crack it loose and you want to hurry up and speed it, it sometimes actually gets stuck on the wrench. There's not too many that holding it would actually hold it. It have to be straight up and down before it actually falls. Let's take a wrench that doesn't have that. Grab another one and see when it slides off. The last thing of just actually speeding it, it actually grabs when you're trying to pull it off. When there's any. So yeah, with those teeth, it actually grabs the nut and bolt really nice, and when there's any angle on it at all, it grabs really nice. So much so that when you're trying to do a speed one, it likes to fight and keep on. So I've been using these for about a month now. I'm actually really happy with them. If you're one of the winners of the wrench sets, make sure you comment in this video afterwards and say whether you like them or not, or whether you wouldn't recommend these to anybody. Your guys' input is always important in this this contest. Contests are complicated because we are in Canadian. And there's a lot of Americans out there, and us giving free stuff away gets complicated. And then we have a province that is kind of like that brother that is your brother, but he doesn't really part of the family. He sometimes shows up, but then doesn't show up. And we call those people Quebecers. And it gets into a whole other ball game of confusion and what's legal and what's not. So right off the bat, we just want to give a quick shout out to YouTuber Law, who has amazing videos. His tiny little channel on how the legal way of going about contests are, and the winner has to answer a skill testing question, and it's going to be a simple one like how many inches are in a kilometer, because we get that a lot. What is a kilometer? Well, the winners are going to know, so next time you can ask the winners how many inches are in a kilometer. So the contest closes on December 22nd. The winners will be announced on Christmas Eve. That way, if you get nothing that you asked for Christmas, at least you might have a chance of winning these wrenches. So if you want to know if you won or not, you should be getting an email. If you didn't get an email, you can check the contest page in case there was a mix-up, but the winners will be on the contest page as well. Gary, don't bother even trying to enter the contest because you should not have wrenches in your hand regardless, unless you're going to give them away to somebody else. Gary, like, piss off, seriously. Merry Christmas. Here we go. Did you know that if you line 3,979 3/4 inch Milwaukee wrenches end to end, it adds up to a kilometer?
Mike from Autoblog, and you're watching The Boss Garage.
Gary,
subscribe.